Most people think gut health is only about digestion, how well your stomach processes food, or how often you visit the bathroom. But in reality, your gut is far more complex than that. It's an entire ecosystem, home to trillions of bacteria, yeast, and microbes that work together to influence nearly every aspect of your body's function. From your immune system to your brain chemistry, metabolism, and even your mood, your gut is deeply intertwined with your overall well-being. It's often referred to as the second brain for a reason. It produces about 90% of the body's serotonin, the chemical that regulates happiness and sleep. When your gut is in balance, your whole body feels it. You wake up energized, focused, and lighter. But when things go wrong inside that delicate ecosystem, the effects ripple outward in ways you might not immediately connect to. Digestion, fatigue, anxiety, skin problems, food cravings, or constant bloating. What's more surprising is that many of the things damaging your gut aren't obvious toxins or junk food. Binges, they're subtle daily habits, often disguised as normal parts of modern life. Things like stress, poor sleep, dehydration, or even certain healthy foods can quietly dismantle your gut health, layer by layer, without you noticing until your body starts sending out warning signals. The first and perhaps most underestimated enemy of gut health is chronic stress. In today's world, especially in America's fast-paced culture, stress is practically a badge of honor. We're constantly running from one task to another, juggling work deadlines, bills, social obligations, and personal expectations. Whether it's job burnout, financial worries, relationship problems, or the pressure to succeed, stress has become a normal part of everyday life. But the human body wasn't designed to handle long-term stress. Our stress response system, the fight-or-flight mechanism, was built for short bursts of danger, like escaping a wild animal or avoiding immediate harm. When that same system is triggered day after day by modern stressors, it wreaks havoc on your internal balance, and your gut is one of the first systems to suffer. The connection between stress and gut health runs deep. The gut and brain communicate constantly through what scientists call the gut-brain axis, a two-way communication network involving hormones, nerves, and immune signals. When you're stressed, your brain releases cortisol, the main stress hormone, which tells your body to focus on survival rather than routine. Functions like digestion. That's why during times of stress, you might lose your appetite or, on the flip side, crave unhealthy comfort foods. Cortisol slows down gut motility, meaning your digestive system doesn't move food as efficiently. It also reduces stomach acid production, which is essential for breaking down food and killing harmful bacteria. Without enough stomach acid, your body struggles to absorb nutrients properly, and undigested food particles can linger in your gut, feeding the wrong kinds of bacteria. Over time, chronic stress starts to damage the intestinal barrier, the thin lining that keeps harmful substances inside your digestive tract and out of your bloodstream. When that barrier becomes weakened, toxins, undigested food, and bacteria can leak into the bloodstream, causing what's known as leaky gut syndrome. This triggers inflammation throughout the body, which can lead to food sensitivities, fatigue, brain fog, and even autoimmune reactions. Essentially, your immune system starts attacking invaders that never should have escaped in the first place, mistaking your own cells for threats. What begins as emotional tension can therefore spiral into physical symptoms that many people don't associate with stress at all. Another overlooked consequence of chronic stress is how it alters your gut microbiome, the community of bacteria that live in your intestines. Studies have shown that stress reduces the number of beneficial bacteria, like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, while allowing harmful strains to thrive. This imbalance, known as dysbiosis, can cause digestive issues like bloating, gas, constipation, or diarrhea. But it doesn't stop there. Because your gut microbes also produce neurotransmitters, an unhealthy gut can actually worsen your mood, increasing feelings of anxiety or depression. It's a vicious cycle. Stress damages your gut, and a damaged gut makes you more susceptible to stress. You've probably noticed how your stomach reacts during stressful moments. Maybe you've had butterflies before a big meeting, or maybe your appetite vanishes when you're upset. That's your gut-brain axis in action. Your gut nerves are incredibly sensitive, and when your brain detects emotional distress, it sends immediate signals that can alter digestion, blood flow, and muscle contractions in the intestines. If this happens occasionally, your body can recover. But if it happens daily, your gut never gets a chance to rest or rebuild. Chronic stress can even slow down the regeneration of intestinal cells, weakening your gut lining further and making it more vulnerable to irritation from certain foods or medications. What makes stress particularly destructive is that it often goes unnoticed until the effects become physical. Many people accept chronic tension, irritability, or fatigue as normal parts of adulthood, yet your gut is quietly bearing the burden of that constant pressure. Even subtle forms of stress like scrolling through social media, lack of boundaries at work, or excessive caffeine can overstimulate your stress response. Each small hit of adrenaline chips away at your digestive balance. The good news is that your gut can heal, and one of the most effective ways to start is by managing stress. It doesn't require drastic lifestyle changes. Small, consistent steps can make a profound difference. Mindfulness practices, like meditation or deep breathing, can lower cortisol levels and activate your parasympathetic nervous system, also known as the rest and digest mode. This helps restore normal digestive function and supports the growth of healthy gut bacteria. Even spending 10 minutes a day focusing on your breath, journaling, or taking a quiet walk outdoors can reset your body's rhythm. Another powerful approach is simply disconnecting from constant stimulation. Turning off notifications, reducing screen time, and creating moments of stillness can help regulate your body's stress response. Physical activity, too, is an incredible tool. It releases endorphins, improves gut motility, and reduces inflammation. And of course, sleep is essential. Without enough rest, your cortisol levels remain high, and your gut can't properly repair itself. Overnight nutrition also plays a role in how your body handles stress. Eating whole, unprocessed foods, rich in fiber and nutrients, provides your gut bacteria with the fuel they need to thrive. Foods like bananas, oats, yogurt, and leafy greens contain prebiotics and probiotics that help restore balance. Avoiding excessive caffeine, alcohol, and sugar helps prevent further irritation and keeps your stress hormones in check. Ultimately, gut health and mental health are inseparable. When you take care of one, you naturally improve the other. Chronic stress is more than an emotional burden, it's a biological disruptor that can quietly destroy your gut's natural harmony. But the reverse is also true. Calming your mind can literally heal your body from the inside out. By learning to pause, breathe, and let go of the pressure that surrounds modern life, you give your gut a chance to rebuild, restore, and return to the balanced, resilient system it was meant to be. In a world where everyone is rushing to fix their bodies with pills and diets, the most powerful medicine might just be peace. The second destroyer of gut health is the overuse of antibiotics. While antibiotics have revolutionized modern medicine and saved countless lives, their misuse has quietly created a health crisis that goes far beyond antibiotic resistance. These powerful drugs are designed to eliminate harmful bacteria that cause infections. But what many people don't realize is that antibiotics don't discriminate. They wipe out everything in their path, including the beneficial bacteria that live in your gut and are essential for your health. Think of your gut as a thriving, lush garden filled with a diverse mix of plants, flowers, and trees. Each plant has a purpose, helping maintain the soil, air, and ecosystem in balance. When you take antibiotics unnecessarily or too frequently, it's like setting fire to that garden. The bad weeds are burned away, but so are the beautiful flowers and helpful plants that kept the garden alive. Once that balance is destroyed, it doesn't easily grow back the same way. The soil, your gut environment, changes, allowing harmful bacteria or yeast to take over the empty space left behind. The United States, antibiotics are often overprescribed or taken incorrectly. Many people insist on them for viral infections like colds, the flu, or sore throat situations, where antibiotics are completely ineffective because viruses can't be killed by antibacterial medication. Yet, out of habit or misunderstanding, antibiotics are still prescribed or self-administered. This unnecessary use can cause long-term damage to the gut microbiome. When your body's microbial diversity drops, it opens the door to digestive issues such as diarrhea, constipation, or even more serious complications like Clostridium difficile infection, C. diff, a bacterial overgrowth that can be life-threatening. Even short courses of antibiotics can disrupt gut balance for months. And repeated courses can alter the gut environment permanently. Studies have found that after just one round of antibiotics, the microbiome can lose up to 1/3 of its beneficial bacteria. While some populations recover, others never fully return to their previous diversity, creating a lasting imbalance that weakens digestion, immunity, and metabolism. The effects of antibiotics reach beyond digestion. Because nearly 70% of your immune system resides in the gut, destroying your microbiome directly weakens your body's natural defenses. A healthy gut acts like a protective shield, teaching your immune system which microbes are friendly and which are harmful. When antibiotics clear out those good bacteria, your immune system becomes less efficient at distinguishing between the two. This confusion can lead to increased allergies, autoimmune reactions, and chronic inflammation. Some research even suggests that children who take antibiotics frequently early in life are more prone to obesity, asthma, and mental health issues later on. It's not that antibiotics themselves are inherently bad, they are miracles of medicine when used correctly, but rather that their overuse has unintended consequences that ripple through your entire biological system. To protect your gut, it's crucial to use antibiotics responsibly. Always take them only when prescribed by a qualified healthcare professional, and never for viral infections. When you do need them, complete the entire prescribed course to prevent antibiotic resistance, but also take proactive steps to restore your gut afterward. Rebuilding your gut flora with probiotics and fermented foods is one of the most effective ways to speed recovery. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and kombucha are rich in live cultures that repopulate your intestines with beneficial bacteria. Pairing these with prebiotic foods like bananas, garlic, onions, and oats provides the fuel those bacteria need to flourish again. The goal isn't just to replace what was lost. It's to nurture a balanced and diverse microbiome community that can thrive long-term. Think of it as replanting your garden after a fire, carefully choosing the right mix of plants and nutrients so that the soil grows richer and more resilient over time. Now, while antibiotics represent an obvious chemical disruption to gut health, another destroyer often sneaks in under the disguise of a healthier choice. The third gut destroyer is artificial sweeteners. In a culture obsessed with cutting calories and controlling weight, sugar substitutes like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin have become household staples. They're marketed as guilt-free alternatives, sweetness without the sugar, calories, or crash. Yet behind that appealing promise lies a dark truth. These artificial sweeteners can quietly damage your gut microbiome in ways that sabotage your long-term health. Many people think they're doing their bodies a favor by drinking diet soda, chewing sugar-free gum, or choosing light snacks, but in reality, these substances are altering the composition of their gut bacteria. Scientific studies have shown that artificial sweeteners disrupt the natural balance of microbes in the gut, reducing the number of beneficial bacteria and promoting the growth of harmful strains. This shift in microbial diversity can lead to glucose intolerance, a condition where your body struggles to manage blood sugar effectively. Ironically, that means people consuming zero-calorie sweeteners may actually increase their risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes, the very conditions they're trying to avoid. The gut plays a crucial role in metabolizing sugars and fats, but when artificial chemicals interfere with that process, metabolism becomes sluggish, and your body starts storing fat more easily. Over time, the confusion between sweetness and actual sugar can also trick your brain, leading to more intense cravings for sweets and overeating. The gut bacteria are incredibly sensitive to what you feed them. When you eat natural, whole foods, they break down fibers and plant compounds into beneficial substances that nourish your cells. But when you introduce artificial sweeteners, chemicals that your body doesn't recognize as food, they struggle to process them. This creates stress and imbalance within the microbiome, almost like giving your gut bacteria plastic to chew on instead of real nourishment. The damage may not be immediate, but over months and years the effects compound. People who consume artificial sweeteners regularly often experience bloating, indigestion, or irregular bowel movements, yet rarely connect these issues to their diet. Drinks or sugar-free products, even so-called natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit, while better alternatives, should be used in moderation. Though derived from plants, they still alter how your taste buds and gut bacteria respond to sweetness. The human gut evolved to thrive on real, unprocessed foods, fresh fruits, vegetables, grains, and proteins. It understands the natural chemistry of these foods and uses them to produce energy and maintain balance. Artificial or overly processed substitutes, no matter how cleverly marketed, disrupt that ancient relationship between food and body. The best way to satisfy a sweet craving without harming your gut is to turn back to nature itself. Whole fruits are rich in natural sugars, fiber, and antioxidants that your body can use efficiently. Unlike refined sugar or artificial sweeteners, fruit comes packaged with everything your gut bacteria love: fiber to feed them, water to hydrate them, and nutrients to keep your system functioning smoothly. Reaching for a bowl of berries or a crisp apple instead of a diet soda or sugar-free snack might not feel as indulgent at first, but it's the kind of slow, steady choice that strengthens your gut over time. In the end, both antibiotics and artificial sweeteners represent two sides of the same coin. Well-intentioned human inventions that, when overused or misunderstood, harm the delicate balanced nature designed inside us. Antibiotics were made to save lives, not to be taken casually, and artificial sweeteners were made to offer convenience, not to replace real nourishment. The gut is resilient. It can recover and rebuild, but only if we stop bombarding it with the very things that destroy its harmony. Protecting your gut means respecting its natural complexity and choosing real, mindful living over quick artificial fixes. When you do, your gut doesn't just work better, it transforms the way you feel, think, and live. The fourth surprising culprit is lack of sleep. In America's fast-paced, always-on culture, sleep often feels like a luxury. Poor sleep messes with your body's circadian rhythm, which in turn disrupts the balance of bacteria in your digestive tract. Lack of rest also increases cortisol and inflammation, both of which weaken the intestinal barrier. Research has shown that even a few nights of poor sleep can shift your gut microbiome toward unhealthy patterns associated with obesity and metabolic disorders. You might notice this after a sleepless week. Your stomach feels bloated, your appetite spikes, and your mood dips. Sleep isn't just rest for your brain, it's medicine for your microbiome. A consistent bedtime routine, a dark, cool room, and staying off your phone before bed can make a huge difference in restoring gut health. Another gut saboteur is excessive alcohol consumption. While a glass of red wine now and then might have some benefits, regular or heavy drinking wreaks havoc on the gut lining. Alcohol increases inflammation and kills beneficial bacteria, allowing harmful microbes to multiply. It also increases intestinal permeability, contributing to that leaky gut phenomenon again. Over time, this imbalance can lead to nutrient deficiencies and digestive disorders like IBS. In the U.S., social drinking is common: happy hours, weekend parties, celebrations, but few realize how even moderate drinking can disrupt their gut's delicate ecosystem. Reducing alcohol intake or taking regular detox breaks gives your gut the chance to heal and rebalance. Your liver will thank you too, and you'll probably notice clearer skin and better energy levels as a bonus. Next comes a diet low in fiber and high in processed foods, which is arguably the biggest destroyer of all. The American diet, rich in fast food, refined carbs, and sugary snacks, and starves your gut bacteria. They thrive on fiber, which they ferment into short-chain fatty acids that nourish your intestinal lining and reduce inflammation. Without enough fiber, those bacteria begin to die off, allowing harmful ones to dominate. Processed foods filled with preservatives, emulsifiers, and additives further damage the gut barrier and alter the microbiome. A gut without diversity is like a city. Without culture, it becomes weak and chaotic. Adding whole grains, legumes, fruits, and vegetables is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to rebuild your gut health. Every color on your plate represents different fibers and nutrients that feed a variety of gut microbes. The seventh gut health destroyer is dehydration. Water might seem unrelated to digestion, but it's crucial for keeping your intestinal environment healthy. Without enough water, food moves slowly through your digestive tract, leading to constipation and toxin buildup. Dehydration also makes your mucus lining thinner, leaving your gut more vulnerable to irritation and inflammation. Many Americans replace water with coffee, soda, or energy drinks, which often dehydrate you even more. drinking plenty of clean water throughout. The day supports regular bowel movements and allows your beneficial bacteria to thrive in a balanced, hydrated environment. Your gut cells literally depend on water to transport nutrients and maintain their structure. Think of hydration as the oil that keeps your gut machine running smoothly. Another unexpected destroyer is sedentary lifestyle. Physical activity does more than just burn calories. It stimulates the gut's natural movement and helps maintain microbial balance. Exercise increases the diversity of your gut bacteria, which is linked to better immunity and metabolism. When you sit all day at a desk in a car or in front of the TV, your digestion slows down and harmful bacteria can overgrow. This is one reason why people who exercise regularly often have fewer digestive issues. Even moderate activity like walking, yoga, or light stretching helps keep your digestive system active. The gut loves rhythm and movement. It's how your body knows everything is flowing and functioning properly. So if your lifestyle involves long hours of sitting, it's worth getting up every hour to stretch or walk a bit. Your gut will respond almost immediately. Finally, one of the most underestimated enemies of gut health is emotional suppression and negativity. Believe it or not, your gut bacteria react to your emotional state. Chronic anger, sadness, and resentment release stress, hormones that change the chemical environment of your intestines. The gut is sometimes called your second brain because it has its own network of nerves that respond directly to emotions. If you've ever felt butterflies in your stomach or lost your appetite from worry, you've experienced that connection firsthand. When emotions are bottled up, they create tension and imbalance in your digestive system. Learning to express emotions in healthy ways through journaling, therapy, talking with loved ones, or simply practicing gratitude can have measurable effects on your gut health. A happy gut often begins with a calm mind. It's also important to understand that gut health doesn't heal overnight. It's not about quick fixes or miracle supplements. Restoring balance takes time, consistency, and awareness of your habits. Every choice you make, what you eat, how you sleep, how you handle stress, either feeds or fights your microbiome. Many Americans chase expensive probiotics or detox teas without realizing that the foundation of gut health is built on daily behavior. Simple changes like eating real food, staying hydrated, and sleeping well are far more powerful than anything sold in a bottle. There's another layer to all of this: your environment. Exposure to household chemicals, pesticides, and even air pollution can also affect your gut microbiome. Many cleaning products and processed foods contain ingredients that disrupt the delicate bacterial ecosystem inside you. Choosing organic produce when possible, using natural cleaners, and avoiding unnecessary medications can all support a healthier gut. Even spending time in nature helps. Soil and plants contain diverse microbes that strengthen your immune system through natural exposure. Your gut doesn't live in isolation. It's constantly shaped by the world around you. Many people only start caring about gut health after experiencing problems like bloating, fatigue, or anxiety, not realizing that the gut is at the root of many chronic conditions. An unhealthy gut can contribute to autoimmune diseases, depression, obesity, and even skin problems. The good news is, your gut has an incredible ability to repair itself when given the right conditions. Within weeks of eating a fiber-rich diet, sleeping well, and managing stress, most people notice a difference in how they feel: lighter, calmer, more energetic. It's not magic. It's biology returning to balance. Think of your gut as a garden that thrives on care and consistency. You wouldn't expect flowers to bloom if you kept pouring chemicals on the soil, forgetting to water them, or leaving them in the dark. The same goes for your microbiome. It needs nourishment, sunlight, movement, and rest. Every healthy meal, every walk, every good night's sleep is like watering that garden. The small, consistent choices matter more than perfection. In America's culture of fast food and faster lifestyles, gut health often takes the back seat. But when your gut is happy, your body rewards you with better energy, clearer thinking, stronger immunity, and even better moods. It's the invisible foundation of good health, influencing nearly every system in your body. Protecting it means taking a closer look at how you live day to day. The stress you carry, the food you eat, the habits you repeat. The surprising truth is that the power to heal your gut doesn't come from pills or fads. It comes from slowing down, simplifying, and reconnecting with what your body truly needs. And when you finally do that, you'll realize that good gut health isn't just about digestion. It's about living in balance with yourself.